Good morning, children. This is Shwebal speaking. Children, so far we had a discussion on three chapters which are coming in our exam. That's about operating system, stress management, and entrepreneurship is one of them. So, in the previous video, we had understood about the definition of entrepreneurship, how entrepreneurship works, how the business activities are set up. So, we had a discussion on those topics in earlier video. So, children, in this video, we will understand in details about the meaning and the functions, how it works, the steps, how to implement, how the relationship between entrepreneurship and society works, and so on. So, children, so here you can see on my screen the meaning of entrepreneurship development. The word entrepreneur originates from the French word entrepreneur, which means to undertake. In business context, it means to start a business. Entrepreneurship is the ability to start a new business to earn profits by producing or marketing goods and services to meet the requirements of customers. Whenever we go for a startup, means instead of seeking for jobs, when a person takes up initiative to provide jobs and creates wealth for the society as well as for the nation, that is entrepreneurship. It includes the totally a new idea which involves lots of executions about the businesses, and that produces job opportunities for youths. In business context, it means to start a business. Entrepreneurship is the ability to start a new business to earn profits by producing or marketing of goods and services to meet the requirement of the customer. So when a person is thinking about the society, what the customer requires, and starts producing, either producing or by supplying, meets the requirement, that is only called entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship can be viewed as a function of, number one, identifying and using the opportunities exist in the market, converting the ideas into action, not only just planning but no executions. That never comes under entrepreneurship. Identifying and using the opportunities exist in the market, what the market requires, what market wants, what customer wants, supplying those things, making the flow of those products in the market. That is only the main feature of entrepreneurship. Undertaking promotional activities to launch an entrepreneurship determined for excellence in his or her field of work, bearing the risk and uncertainties involved, and coordinating. As we all know, children, it's unlike jobs. Job has got, so when someone is working under an institution, will be paid by the company or the institution monthly. So there are no chances of having risk. There are no risk factor works in this. But when a person goes for entrepreneurship, thinks about starting up its own venture, own startup, there are lots of risk factors remains involved into it. So coordinating, it's a big part of it when you yourself being an entrepreneur, coordinating with your customer, means talking to a customer, knowing the requirements, and these are the characteristics which reduces the chances of having risk in the setup. Next one says that steps in starting a new business venture are as follows. Number one, idea. Number two, getting money and materials, understanding customers' need, improving product and services. Idea, the first step is to come up with the business idea. It could be based on your interest, your present market conditions, as I told earlier, what market needs, what market wants. Knowing that and supplying that particular product or the services to the market, that is only the main key of getting success. Getting money and materials. Of course, as we had a discussion in the previous classes that entrepreneurship comes under many categories. That could be merchandise, that could be manufacturing, that could be service category, that could be hybrid category. So when we're talking about, any one of this, the first thing is required is money, which is required, and the materials for what you will be supplying to the market. So once you have the idea, you can start on a small scale with some money, which will help you in buying basic materials, which will help you to buy the basic materials, because the basic materials are required to supply in the market or to produce something. Suppose you are dealing with a manufacturing. So in that case, you will be requiring a raw materials in order to produce your product. So, not only about manufacturing, supplying it to the market by lots of, chains like distributorship, retail, then, supplier, the lot of chain comes in this. So, like interacting with them and supplying to your materials to the market, it comes under this second category. So having money or, means investing on a particular thing, it's an important requirement to have a startup or entrepreneurship. The next one is about understanding customers' need, knowing the market, understanding the market, what really market needs. Once you start selling, you will find out what your customer likes and wants. Once you will start selling. So when you are not selling anything, of course you are not into the customer's mind. When you are selling a particular product, you can get into the market. You will be, when the moment you are getting involved into the market, you can understand what really market needs. Suppose you are selling cold drinks, for an example. So when you are selling cold drinks, so your customer, after selling, you're getting feedbacks from your customer, you came to know that no, they are requiring more flavors into it. So you are introducing flavors in the product. Suppose your customer gives feedback that your price of your juice or a cold drinks, whatever is it, the price is comparatively, it's a bit higher. So in that case, you have to cut down the cost. So cost cutting, about the cost cutting, we will discuss in the next video. So your requirement is to reduce the cost so that you can supply the product in the market in that particular price, in competitive price. So that, because the moment you are starting up your business, you will have a lot of competitors in the market. You are in the market, you are new in the market. So in that case, there will be a lot of possibilities or the chances of having loss or running on loss, because your competitors will decrease the price when your price will be going higher, or when your customer gives feedback that your price is higher, your price of your product is a bit higher, they will be selling the product in more cheaper price. So understanding the market, knowing the market, capturing the market, it's part of it. Next one says about improving product and the services. As we all know that it's all about challenges. Every time we can see, suppose a product comes, for an example, a toothpaste. Then gradually they improvises the quality of the product. They introduces new things, like sometimes salt, sometimes charcoal, sometimes lemon, sometimes flavors, sometimes like extracted calcium, sometimes minerals. So they keeps on adding all these things. So when you are adding such things in your product, so definitely it gets another level of marketing. It comes to that another level. So children, hope my explanation is understandable. So these are the primary things. What are the steps we can say, what a venture or a business is required to have a startup. Next one says about entrepreneurship and society, how it really deals with the society, or how it's really connected with the society. When we talk about entrepreneurship, it's not only about benefiting oneself or the entrepreneur itself. It's about the venture as well. It's about your workers as well. It's about your society as well. Actually, when suppose you're working under a company as an employee, you are actually earning for yourself, for your family. Okay, but when you are going for a startup, you are not only helping yourself, you are helping the society as well as your employees, because you are creating jobs. This is what entrepreneurship says, that entrepreneurs are not the job seekers. They are not the job seekers. They are job providers, job givers. So this is what our country requires most right now. We don't have to search jobs here and there. We have to be in a position so that we can offer jobs to others. So what we have to become, we don't have to become job seeker, we have to become job giver. So only entrepreneurship helps to come in that position where you will be able to offer jobs to others. You are actually creating wealth for the society, for the country. You are not only benefiting yourself, you are helping the society as well. You are helping your employees as well. So number one, what are the points comes under this? What are the features comes under this? Number one, it helps in wealth creation and sharing. Number two, creating employment. Children, this is what I'm trying to make you understand right from very beginning. Entrepreneurship, it's all about employment, offering jobs to others. You are creating employments or job opportunities for others. Reliance, Adani groups, Tata groups, they are all job givers, and we work for them as an employee. But what are they doing? They're offering jobs to others. They are doing business. New things like innovations can be brought in this. Balanced regional development improves standard of living of people. You might have seen when a factory gets set up, lot of shops, like grocery shops, small hotels, restaurants starts nearby that factory, because the workers, those are working in that company, they comes out of like office to have their lunch, to have their foods outside. So it creates jobs for many people. Your factory is offering business to many other people, right? So this is what the benefit of entrepreneurship. So here we will discuss about the qualities and the functions of entrepreneurship, like planning, self-discipline, integrity, confidence, self-starter, risk-taking, decision-making, communication ability, communication skills. Having a proper communication skills, effective communication skills is a very important part of entrepreneurship. Because until and unless you are not communicative to your customer, you won't be able to understand what they really needs. If you are poor in communication, so definitely you won't be able to develop or improve your business skills. Role and importance of entrepreneur. They should be initiative, visionary, motivating, having wide knowledge, independent thinking skills, willingness to assume risk-taking abilities required. है ना children? Self-confidence, very important thing. Until and unless you are not confident on yourself, you can't have your own setup or startup. Mental ability, you should be very much mentally strong. You should be having, you should have the skills to understand the psychology of your customer, requirement of your customer, what really market wants. You must be a good organizer. You should be highly optimistic. You should have communication ability. You must be a team player, those who can run a team, a group of people, group of workers, group of employees. So you must be a team player. You must have technical knowledge, because those eras have gone where there were no technology and all. Today's market is absolutely based on digital marketing and promotions. So you can sell your product online. You need to know how to sell the products. You must have the ability to produce your product in digital platform. And you must have the desire for higher achievements. There are lots of myths about entrepreneurship, that entrepreneurships are born, not made. Entrepreneurships are rich. It takes a lot of money to start a business. Entrepreneurs are money driven. You'll have your freedom. All you need is an idea. You should be hardworking. That's true. You must be hardworking. But entrepreneurs are the born rich. It's a wrong perception. It's a myth. Anyone can start their own business. Anyone can start their own venture just with a knowledge and idea and self-confidence and ability or desire to achieve. If you're having these skills, you can definitely run your own business. You must have such skills only. Children, this is what all about our class. Hope my explanation is very clear to everyone. Till then, thank you so much. God bless. Thank you, everyone.